Hello, and how you doing? It's a beautiful Thursday, and I'm right here in your face. Francis, the doctor of properties. Yeah, property. I'm the property doctor. So whenever you come to me with your concerns on real estate, I will diagnose it and give you the preferred solutions. And that's what I'm doing here today in my medical board. No, not medical, real estate board. All right, so let's go. So today's topic, I'm talking about how to use real estate as a, can you see this very well? How to use it as a cash flow and retirement plan. So what is cash flow? The flow of cash, liquid status. You have cash in your pocket. And so when you have cash in your pocket, you can easily take advantage of opportunities that if you know how to use cash. And that is one of the wealthy people's advantage. They know how to use cash, they know how to transfer cash, and they know how to use cash to buy up things that will yield more interest for them. All right, and retirement plans. So there will come a time in life where you can no longer work. Yeah, you actually wish things would work, but it can no longer work. And so what do? It is those investments that you've done through the years, those smart moves, those alliances that you have formed, those courses you have created, things you now collect money from that will now see you through this year. So in your retirement years are the areas that you can travel, you, your wife, you get your kids, you can at least go vacation maybe once or twice a year. You can support causes, charities, you can even take care of your grandkids. Yes, as sweet as that. And so today I'll be talking to people within the age bracket of 20 to 45. These are very young people, right? Yeah. And someone will say, oh, why did you talk about age 50? I'll talk about that as we progress. So the bone of concentration here, or the area of concentration here today, is to show how we can use real estate as a tool to achieve that cash flow and financial freedom. All right, so you can see I have ages and I have property investment style. One property for every 10 years. Like we're using a 10-year window plan. And the idea is in 10 years, you should have 10 or more properties. All right, so why I put it there, one property per year, is that not all fingers are equal. And I want you to know, the reason why I said one property per year is that I want you to know that it is possible for you to actually be a real estate investor, regardless of the status. Now, some people say, oh, because I'm not working, oh, because I don't have this and stuff. Now, the reason why I didn't even put oh, if you earn from this to this is because anybody can win at real estate. Anybody can win at real estate. Yes, anybody can win. Any sincere investor will tell you anybody can win in real estate. Anybody who is disciplined and determined to be an investor in real estate will win. I've seen people who, in quote, are better than, but they have the houses today. Now, how do they do it? It is discipline and frugality. They decide to stick to what works. They decide to spend on what they should spend on, and they saved up more money for their future purposes. And today they are landlords. All right, and why the rest of us are, though we're investors, but we're still living, and the goal is to ensure that we have our own houses. All right, so this is how to use cash flow as a retirement plan. The idea, why I'm putting this here, is the idea is to support emerging cities, buy cheaper during presale and sell during the boom. Now the common question I get is that when I buy this property now, when will it appreciate? I tell investors, it's a wrong question to ask. When will it appreciate? A realtor, someone like me, I can give you projections based on the location. That's number one. Based on the layout plan that I have seen, and I know that, okay, these are the government plans that are coming into this area, I can give you a projection. But if you really must hold a property, you're looking at a 5 to 10 year frame. And this 5 to 10 year frame, this is just like the first phase takeoff. It's what they call the first phase takeoff. The first phase takeoff is when the property now reaches a certain level of profitability or maturation. And that's why you can now say, aha, I'm going to take my profit off this property. Now, people who go as far as living, if you go to Legalia Ayoride on VI, you see a lot of properties. If you go to Peanut Big Estate, Peach Estate, you see a lot of properties there. This guy just bought. If you come to my area, a lot of guys bought, fenced it up and gated it. There was a property I was supposed to sell for my friend in my area. And that guy bought it when it was, when he bought it at 5 million naira per plot, and that property is selling for 45 million, and it's just like 8 years. So can you imagine that? 5 million to 45 million naira. What? So let's move ahead. All right, so you're age 20 to 29, what do you want to do? You want to buy your first property at minimum entry price 1 million. Yes, how can you save 1 million? You can save it. Don't go to those parties. Don't enter those beer parlors. Don't buy those issues. Cut down on everything that needs to be cut down on, and say, I am going to put aside 60 to 100 to 200 or to 150K every month in a savings account. For someone like me, I use PiggyVest. I'm not advertising for them, but it gives me like 10 to 15% annually, and I can remove those funds and put it into something that will yield you more profit for me. Yes, you can do that if you cut down the excesses and stay to just what works. All right, yearly interest rate when you invest in real estate, you're looking at 20% to 50%, in most cases 100%. I had a colleague, my colleague of mine sent me a receipt of one of his clients who bought a property 2 or 3 years ago at 250K per plot in the Bejuleki area we sell, and he sold it for 2.7 million last year. No smokes. I give you 100%. No smokes, no caps at all. 2.7 within 2-3 years. That is the power of real estate, and that's why I'm telling you to start early. So happy are those who start early. 20 to 29, you're kicking it, you're rocking it. In 1 year, you have what? 1.2 million because of what? The initial money you put in and the interest on it. And in a case like our company, when you bring in a 900,000 naira, it will go, it will fly. And if you say, you know what? I don't really have the entire 900K now, but I want to pay it in 3 installments, and you're very sincere, I give you a contract to sign it, and in 3 months you put in that money, you have it. It works in for you. All right? So your yearly interest rate, 200,000. If you do this every day, remember that we're looking for opportunities in emerging cities. So in emerging cities, nobody really knows about it. So while other people are busy trying to doubt, trying to see if it will work and stuff, you are going in big time and you are cashing out. All right? By the time you get to age 10 years later, you'll be 29, somebody who started at age 20. And somebody who started at 29 becomes 39. You already have 10 properties in your name. All right? Somebody who started at 30 does the same thing at 39, 10 years later, or at 40. Sorry, how did I do this math? So at 40, I was using the sequence of 9. At 40, the person already has 10 properties. If you started at 39, at 49, you already have 10 properties. The same for 45, at 50, 40 to 45, at 50, you have 10 properties. At 55, you already have 10 properties. And somebody said, why didn't you do 50 to 60? At this age, you should be enjoying your retirement. You should not be working. You should not be working. You should not be toiling from place to place and stuff like that. You should be enjoying your retirement. All right? So what happens? Doctor of properties. I'm in my year 5 now. I have 5 properties and I really need funds for something. I need to sell. I need to, get liquid money to do 1 or 2 things. Oh yes. So what do you need to do? You want to sell. You have 5 properties. You're in your year 5 and you want to sell. What you need to do is to calculate this. 200,000, which I know can give you more than that, but I'm just using this for decency's sake. So 200,000, times how many properties you want to sell? 5. That's going to give you what? That's going to give you 1M. All right. So 1 property, when you do the maths, 1 property is going to give you what? 1M. So this is the interest on 5 properties. 200,000 over 5 properties. That is 1M. So it actually means that 1 property you bought at 1 million. If the property has stayed for 5 years, and the interest rate is times 200K, all right, times 5 years, which will also give you another 1 million. So 1 property is already giving you about 2 million. And if out of your 5 you want to sell 3, that 3 properties is actually going to give you 6 million naira. How much do you put? You put in the 3 million, and in 3 years or in 5 years, you're selling 3 for about 6 million naira. That is over 100% return on investment. you have really done well. You have multiplied, your investment, and that is the way to go about it. This is the way to stay liquid. The idea is to stay liquid. When you liquefy, these assets, you don't sell everything, because you still have to do up to 10. You can easily continue to buy more, solve life issues, buy more properties, stay and save between your range. Don't spend above what you're supposed to spend, and keep on firing that cylinder. Put the money you feel in other places that can work for you. But the idea and the goal is that we're going to retire with what? Real estate. So this is how to do it. This is the framework. I don't want to really go around this. If you want more training, and if you want to really know how you can use real estate as a tool to achieve, more financial freedom and cash flow, and prepare for your retirement, all right? You want to use this as a savings plan too. Okay, so you can hit me up. You can send me an inbox message, and I will put you through. All right. So we currently have an offer going on, all right, for bulk sales. And if you're within any of these age ranges, and you'll be looking for a way to get in, and if you want to make up for lost times, you don't have to be doing one property every year. If you're within these ranges, like age range, you can actually go in and say, you know what, I'm going to do an acre to cover up, I'm going to do 2 acres to cover up. If you are that ready to go, all right, send me a message, and I will hold you step by step. I'll teach you step by step, hold your hands, and teach you how, to do it and how to achieve it. All right, so that is all for now. I don't want to extend this video more than this. I actually want to teach more than this, but I really want to keep it at this level, because I want us to get the message. All right, so this is the plan, and this is how we can use real estate to do it. So the idea is to start early. Secondly, be disciplined. Thirdly, cut down on things that are not, really important. And last but not the least, be disciplined. I say it again. Be disciplined, be diligent. Do it till you get it, and start today. That's what I wanted to say. Start today and start now. All right, so thank you for your time. If you enjoyed this video, please do share with your friends, your loved ones, maybe your enemies. No, not your enemies. People you love and people you care about. You can, share this with them. And until I come your way next time, all right? I still remain Francis, the Doctor of Properties. See you. Bye-bye.